Good morning, Starseed, lovers and seekers of truth and light. This is your January 28th Oya Transformation Oracle reading. Hope everybody had a happy Monday. Jump started into the week. Feeling good, feeling rested from the weekend. And let's see what our guides, the Holy Spirit through me, and Ascended Masters, you would have us look at for Tuesday. My critters are always wanting to be seen, so if one pops up, I may introduce you to them, considering you want to be part of the readings. First word of the day, and I never read right side up because I figure as human we can and have no problem adding negative energy to anything that we do. That's just the human part of us. So we're going to keep things on a high. And the card for today, keep spinning around, is 91, and it is surrender. I love surrender. Not the best with it all the time, but I definitely love it as a concept. So, first position, first card of the day. This card indicates a need to surrender your attachment to a particular situation or preferred outcome because your inability to let go is impeding your success. Desperation blocks manifestation. Therefore, the more you struggle to attract your desire, the more you push it away. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to detach from the situation and surrender the outcome to the divine. In order to attract what you want, you must give the universe space to deliver your request. This can only be achieved by getting out of the way so that everything can unfold as it should. It isn't your job to make it happen. It's simply your job to allow it to happen. When you surrender the outcome to the divine, you let the magic flow. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to it and harmonize with it, the natural rhythm and the cycles of life, cycles that are encouraging you to let go, trust, and surrender. Make peace with your life as it is today, and appreciate what you already have. When you do what brings you joy rather than fret about the end result, divine order and timing will bring the perfect outcome your way. Affirmation: I receive the best possible outcome when I surrender to the divine. Okay, that needs no explanation. We're going to see what the theme is for Tuesday and move on to the following card. Okay, we're starting with surrender. And if you ever wonder, I do shuffle the cards minimum of 6 to 7 times and split before I start because I don't want to burden you with all the card shuffling in lieu of getting to the message. So, if something comes up and has been coming up repeatedly, it's because that's what they want us to hear, and not because due to not enough shuffling. So, the White Witch, be the light. Let's see what the White Witch has to say to us for Tuesday. What message has she come to bring? Okay. The message: take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. The White Witch card represents the maiden aspect of the triple goddess of pagan and modern Wicca. The maiden is a gentle, innocent, and pure aspect of the goddess, a loving soul who wants nothing but the best for the whole earth. Here she is joined by the horned owl, showing that she is willing to respect those with more wisdom and experience than she has, but she's also willing to trust what she feels to be right within. With this card, you are being reminded of the goodness within. Okay, they're asking us to surrender and to surrender to our highest good. They're asking us to surrender not only to our highest good, but surrender to our highest behavior. Whatever the best feeling you can come up with. You know, they talk about our Abraham Hicks, and I love them, talk about our emotional guidance scale. And in lieu of finding your happy from the other end of the spectrum when you're feeling sad or disappointed, it might be beneficial to find your acceptance, your contentment, your surrender. Hello. So I think it was Deepak who quoted, "When I fight against this moment, I am fighting against every moment that has ever transpired within the universe." And if that doesn't give you a sense of powerlessness, I don't know what will. So it would behoove us to go high instead of go low. Boundaries. Set boundaries so that set boundaries. I think we got boundaries once earlier in the week. Set boundaries so that you create a safe space for yourself. Because if we're in some transitional space and we're not comfortable and we're not on our highest flying disc, if we have cause for resistance and contrast, and we are vulnerable, I guess is the best way to put it. When we are vulnerable, we need to be our best advocates. We need to advocate for ourselves, because the guardian of heart has come up a couple of times. So if I'm not guarding my heart, who will? And oftentimes we may give our hearts away to circumstances, situations, to people that aren't equipped to guard them. But guess what? It's not their responsibility to guard them. It's our responsibility to guard our own hearts. And when we don't, we get what we get. So, let's see once again what the boundaries card is asking of us. Okay. Thank you, God, for working with me and allowing us to get this much of the reading through without any technological glitches. We love it. Okay. This is Gideon. Gideon's waning. 3. relaxing. Okay. Judging what you need and what you don't need allows you to place healthy boundaries. You teach people how to treat you. Judge which is healthy and right for you with clarity and care. Simplify. I can say yes or no with authenticity. I can say yes or no with authenticity and clarity. In times of sickness, or say the presence of very strong emotions such as grief, we often naturally simplify. We cut out all the extras that are too hard and too complex at the time. We might not take up an invitation or event. We might have to work at attending. We might only watch a film we know uplifts us. We might only want to see and communicate with friends we know and trust, understand, love, and support us. We might only choose to spend the depth of our heart and time with a few people rather than the many, and become vastly sensitive to those we now discover take their unfair share of our energy. Okay, that's the short and dirty. So, we are asked to seek higher ground, to surrender to those emotions that may be causing us grief, those situations that we have not settled in, whatever that new normal may be, to set boundaries because we may know in a specific time that we are vulnerable. And yesterday's message, and I think a day before, was to guard your heart. So that we don't end up lashing out, we are asked to be the light. And if we're not vulnerable and we have our boundaries in place, we can be the light for others. But if we have issues with boundaries and are not always taking the best self-care, then we might have to set some new boundaries and surrender to the fact that it's our responsibility to take care of ourselves. And if we have been doing it, right on. And if we have relinquished some of that power to others or to other situations, then you might have to reclaim it so that you don't act out in petty ways, so that you don't act out in anger, so that you can carve out a safe space for yourself. So, surrender, call in the light if you can't be the light, and create a bubble for yourself until you are better healed or stronger to be able to move forward in a quality way. This is the message for Tuesday, January 27th, 2020. Namaste, and thank you for listening.